Peace, peace, peace. Welcome to the channel. I am aTone. This is aTone Tarot. What's up, Scorpio? You are here to receive a message from your future, younger, and higher self. Let me get up into these housekeeping items and then I'll get up into your message. So, welcome to my channel, to the new viewers. Welcome, welcome. Returning viewers, welcome back. I greatly appreciate you guys. If you could, please go ahead, smash that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. Last thing, if it don't apply, let it fly, Scorpio. Take what resonates and leave the rest for someone who may need it. Check out your altar signs, the rising moon, Venus, if you know it. But let's go ahead and get up into this message. Scorpio, I'm going to pull 5 cards from the Kipper to find out what your future self wants you to know right now. I'll then hop over to the tarot and pull 10 cards from that to get a message from your younger self. I'll close out your message with my inner wisdom compass oracle, finding out what your higher self needs to know. Let's go, let's go, let's go, Scorpio. The message from your higher self. What is it? What do my Scorpios need to be aware of? All right, Scorpio, you receive false person in reverse house, thoughts in reverse, as well as judication and expectation. So your future self wants you to know that someone who may have considered you to be phony, Scorpio, they can't get a read on you for some reason. And this person, whoever it is, I don't want to, I don't want to say that they're family. This is giving family friend. Someone who's been around your family for a long time, knows you, knows your family in and out, and has went through quite a few things with you. They might even support and come through and help. But for some reason, this person does not believe you are as good as you show up to be, Scorpio. So the message from your future self is to go with your gut, right? And keep it surface, which I don't believe that I have to tell my Scorpios this, but with fake or false person being in reverse, that's someone who keeps it 100, who's honest. You could very well be that person in your family too, Scorpio, where your thoughts, your opinion, your announcements, and how you feel about things have often put you in hot water with your family. You might even be the black sheep of your family. You tell the truth that certain people don't be wanting to hear. And a hard head makes a soft ass, Scorpio. I'm really picking up on somebody that you were advising, giving that truth to. They might have told you to mind your business and they have to circle the block and ask for your help now. Yeah, this is given, you know how it is with young adults in their 20s to 30s. I'm picking up 20s to 30s. They think they know everything about life just because they might have moved into their first little apartment or house, right? And I'm speaking to a Scorpio who has a host of experience over this individual, and you could be trying to advise them to do something or not do something, and they don't want to listen to you, Scorpio. Yeah, somebody not listening to the advice that you're offering. Now, I don't believe this person asked your opinion, but the relationship with this individual, it ain't no asking. This might be an adult child that you're responsible for. And while they might be an adult and have their own place and take care of their own bills to some degree, you still consider them your child, meaning that they should still sit up under your advisement. Somebody's not listening and they ain't trying to hear what you talking about. They not thinking like you are thinking, and you're trying to get them on the same page, and your better judgment or your future self is telling you to just wait. Just be quiet. Wait, because this thing is going to hit the bricks, unfortunately, for this individual. And they're going to have no choice but to come to you and say, I'm sorry, I was wrong. I need your help. I need a lawyer. I need your assistance. I need your direction. I'm in trouble, and you're going to be sitting there like, I told you. I fucking told you, and you didn't listen. So your future self is wanting you to know to just wait. Scorpio, don't burn too many emotional calories trying to force this individual to do something or not do something. The world has an interesting way of teaching people who want to be hard-headed about how they should listen to the people that love them and have been placed in their life to advise and lead them. So yeah, this is giving, I told you so. My Scorpio is a little perturbed with someone because they expect more from this individual with thoughts being in reverse. You have raised, taught, told, guided, kept this individual around you enough that they should know better on how to make decisions. Someone's not making the best decisions as it relates to their life right now, and it's pissing you off, Scorpio. So your future self wants you to abandon, if you will, just locking in and being obsessed with trying to force this individual to do something or not to do something. They have to learn on their own. They have to go down their own path and stumble and fall to some degree, Scorpio, and you have to trust that what you have given them up to this point is enough to get them through, right? And your future self wants you to know that you knew what you was talking about. This person's going to spin the block. They're going to need your help. And engage with grace, Scorpio. Engage with grace, because it will be a learning opportunity for that individual. Because when they have to humble themselves and come back to you, they are going to remember also when they told you that they didn't need you, and to kiss their behind, or whatever fancy fly retort that they had when you was trying to give them the advisement that was correct in the first place, that they didn't want to hear, that they didn't want to do. And now here they are on your step, on your phone, in your inbox, in your pockets, needing you. Just handle it, because they will never forget that moment. Like, all right, my Scorpio OG, dad, mother, aunt, uncle, whatever you are to this individual, they knew what they was talking about. I've been in that situation. My father was trying to tell me something, and I was like 26, 27, couldn't tell me nothing. I knew everything about everything. I was raising kids at 26. You can't tell me nothing. Man, if that thing did not bite me in the butt. So every time that I want to argue against something that my father tells me, I have to catch myself, because I realize, like, he's probably right. And I'm being resistant because I just don't want to deal with the truth. And that is what this is, Scorpio. But let's find out what the message is from your younger self. And you're so hard on this young adult because of things you missed out on as a child. You don't want this child to suffer the same mistakes that you did, Scorpio. That's why you go really hard at this individual, or you're really intense with what you tell them. Yeah, you're drawing from your own experiences and disappointments, and that is what's driving a lot of your conversation with this individual. I don't do cards that fall on the floor, Scorpio. I will shuffle it back in to see if it comes out. All right, Scorpio. So the message from your younger self comes in with the Three of Wands, the Three of Swords, the Five of Swords, Death, the Six of Cups, the Two of Coins, Judgment, the Page of Cups, the Page of Coins, and the Nine of Swords. So I am picking up on a Scorpio collective as a child. You had big dreams, aspirations. Some of you wanted to be lawyers, doctors, basketball players, movie stars. Like, you had very lofty goals. Some of you used to even, with your siblings, compare how rich you were going to be. That's what I'm picking up on. Like, when you were younger, you were like, I'm going to do this when I get older. I'm going to drive this type of car when I get older. You doing that type of banter with your siblings. And as an adult, you're very disappointed in yourself, Scorpio. Which, if I had to say, you shouldn't be disappointed, because I'm picking up on Scorpio's collective who is successful, just not in the way you would have liked to have been. Right? I'm picking up on a Scorpio collective who got hustle inside of them for days, who has learned and implemented lessons learned and approaches things and corrects right on the fly. Like, you look at how much technology and things that are available to this younger generation right now, and you say to yourself, if I had chat GPT when I was in school, I would have been an honor roll student. I see a lot of comparison from when you were once a child to now as an adult. The mindset that you have, you wish you would have had maybe the understanding of life back then that you do now, because you feel as though you would be much further along in life. I'm also picking up on a Scorpio collective who had parents who judged them a lot, or judged them heavily. Grades had to be superb. Your appearance needed to be perfect. Your room always needed to be clean. Like, there was a level of hierarchy and perfection that you had to aspire to. I don't know if it was out of competition for your parents' attention and love as a child, amongst siblings, or was it just something inside of you, Scorpio, that just said, I need to be this type of individual? I'm picking up on a Scorpio collective who knew at a very young age they were going to be successful. There was no doubt about it. It's always been a thing. You've always been able to reinvent yourself and start over, Scorpio. From a very young age, you've grown up, maybe had to take care of children, whether it was children you conceived yourself or children, such as siblings that were younger than you, that you were responsible for. But you've been mature, you've been a leader, you've been the go-to person for quite a bit of time, Scorpio, and your younger self wants you to know that you need to rest and learn how to it's a poem. What is it that goes, Lord, allow me to, what is it? Change the things that I can, accept the things that I cannot change. And you know what I mean? And you just got to learn how to deal with life in the sense of the things that you can change and do something about, you do something about, and you have, Scorpio. But the way that life has played out for you, some things have been out of your control as well. And it was destined for you to be where you are. I will say this, that pressure busts pipes, but it also creates diamonds, Scorpio. So your younger self wants you to know that some of the struggles, disappointments, and heartaches that you've had to deal with, and some of you, I'm even picking up on, you were the older sibling and you insulated and protected your other siblings from things that might have been an issue in the house, whether it was arguing, traumas. And I don't want to go into detail because my energy is picking up on a lot of different things for a lot of different people as it relates to struggle, argument, issue, hurt, sadness, pain that occurred in your childhood, that is causing you to move as an adult like you do. Your younger self wants you to know that the stress and what's keeping you up at night today is tied to how you were raised and how you had to quickly adjust, adapt, change, grow, and deliver. For whatever reason, Scorpio, your younger self wants you to know that it's okay. And the things that you've endured as well as survived have shaped you into the individual today. And even this stress, whatever it is, subconsciously, that keeps you going, that keeps you sharp to some degree, Scorpio. Like that pressure of, I'm picking up on like failure and not being a failure has been a thing for you since a very young age. And that is the thing that fuels you from start to finish, Scorpio. So, I mean, I ain't gonna say it's the most healthiest way to get some things done, but it is a mechanism that you've deployed that's helped keep you going, successful, as well as resilient all throughout your life. So you have to give yourself credit for that, Scorpio. But I am moving on to close out your reading, pulling 5 cards from this Inner Wisdom Compass Oracle. Let's find out what your higher self wants you to know right now, Scorpio. And if you haven't done so already, please go ahead, smash that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. Your girl would greatly appreciate it. All right, Scorpio. Your higher self is coming in with intuition. It's your time, desperation, challenge, and delay. So, for some of you, intuitively, you know what you need to do. You know that this era, this phase in your life is causing you to have to change, transition in such a way that may be a challenge for you, because I don't know why, whatever transition change that you need to make that is very big right now, you Scorpio, you may believe that it makes you appear desperate for some reason. You know how this fits. Don't force it if it's not your message. Like having to maybe ask for sponsorship or something like that, something that you're not accustomed to doing. You're going to have to get uncomfortable with being, I'm sorry, you're going to have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, Scorpio, because it is your time. Intuitively, you know that this change and this transition is upon you. You're represented by your major arcana is death. And the full sentence to that is death and transformation. And that is something that my Scorpios are skilled at more so than you ever knew. Being able to reinvent yourself, start over, and get something popping from the ground up, and it being just as luxurious as the last thing. And it's like you have the Midas touch. There's a fearlessness that is set inside you, Scorpio, and your higher self wants you to know that this challenge or any delays that you are facing right now are divinely placed, because this era of your life may not be a stampede or a sprint. We're not running quickly right now. We're taking our time. We're observing. We're humbling ourselves. We're asking for help. Those are things that become some of the greatest challenges for us, to ask for help, to apologize, and even for some of us to state that they love or how they feel about another. These are challenges inside of us. Sometimes we don't even recognize how difficult it can be, but it's so simple. It can be so simple. Scorpio, but you are the epitome of the phoenix, in my opinion, of the zodiac. And that's the image that I pick up on this card for It's Your Time. So this is that mile marker, that milestone moment where you check yourself, you look in the mirror, make sure you good, and you lace up them bootstraps and you continue to finish the race. Scorpio, your higher self wants you to know that it's okay. These changes, these challenges, these issues that you're encountering, they are divinely placed. Go with your gut, because something in you is telling you this is for a reason. And while you don't necessarily know what that reason is right now, be conscious and careful of how you show up in certain spaces during this season and this phase of your life, Scorpio. But that is your message. I hope that it helps. And until next time, peace.